my name is Myerson8, and welcome to another episode of How to Make Your Own Prison in the Escapist. Now, where we left off last time, we were finishing making the job areas, and now we're going to be working on a few extra little buildings, as you can see here, and we're going to also be working on the vents, which I hope you guys are excited for. So first off, if you couldn't tell, we have a few little extra buildings that I set up for this episode. And basically, this is our little computer / job board area. This will be the infirmary. This is going to be a utilities closet. And this will be the solitaire building, where you go when you get killed during the day or whatever. So for the solitaire building, you need to have a cell door on it, surprisingly. And you'll also need to have a solitary bed in it. And just for me, because I want to do this, you could go into security and add in a camera to the building. So you have like a little camera watching. Actually, I'm going to move the bed back a bit to there. There. Alright. And next we have our little utilities room, which we need to put a utility door on. And we'll add another one of the prisoner stash in there. Next, this is going to be an easy one, is the infirmary. So I'm going to have this little room with the medical stash in it. I'm also going to put the door and add a staff door to this. I'm also going to add a staff door to this room as well. And I'm going to add 2 normal doors, which anyone can go into. 1 normal door here. And next we need to add in the infirmary. Next we need to add infirmary beds. And that's pretty much the infirmary done. Now for the little job and library area. We need the job board, which I forgot to set up last episode. This is where you can go and get different jobs, or like check who has what job, or get rid of your old job and get a new job, or whatever you want to do. We're also going to add in a little computer here and some bookshelves right there. Actually, no, I'm going to one there and one there and one there. There we go. Now it looks a bit nicer. One thing we need to do for this, we're going to go and use the waypoints now. We need to use these purple ones down here, which is the NPC medic and NPC employment officer. The employment officer needs to be near the job board, which is what we have set over here. So we're going to have him go to this little window area. And the NPC medic, we're going to have him go right here. And this little NPC spawn thing, we need to put in a specific area. But we're going to do that a little bit later, because if you want to set up a certain thing, then I need to have a specific area for this NPC spawning. But now, we get to do the more exciting thing this episode, which is the vents. But first, we need to go into some zones and set up these little areas. Oh, nope, hit it wrong. Right there. This is going to be the infirmary. Let's see. No wait, I don't need that there. I just need the solitaire room actually. So I just need to go here and solitaire. Alright, that's all we need to do for that. But now we get to go to layers, vents, and we can set up our little ventilation area. Yay! So one thing you should use for the vents is you're gonna need to use the tile set vent floor, vent walls, and which are these ones right here, and these two, and vent wall door, which is this part. And you'll also have to go into MISC for specific items like the vent cover, ladders, and the vent slats. So before we do this, I'm going to set up a little... let's go down to the ground floor. I'm going to set up a ladder up here. So right there. Then we'll go back to vents, we'll put a vent floor right there, and a ladder down. I'll get into that a little bit later. Let me just this up a bit. There we go. And now we'll get into vents. So basically, what you want to do is set up the location where you want your vents to go. So you want to set up like a certain path for where all the vents will lead. You don't actually have to connect all of them. It's all up to you how you want to set up your vents. So for me, I'm going to connect all the vents into each other. So we're gonna have. This is gonna be a little messy, so I'm just gonna go through and set up all these vent slats, right? The vent floor, real quick. There you go. Now that we have the vent floors down, first thing I would recommend is set up where you want the vents to actually be. So you want to go into Misc, select vent cover, which you have to place on the vent layer, and select the spots you want the vents to be. So let's see, we'll place one here. Oh, nope, wrong spot. Erase that. Place one here, 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 and here. Place one down here, 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 and here. Alright, next you want to set up the corners. So anywhere that has a specific corner you need to place. So one here, and here, as well as one here and here. And then you're going to set up the little walls. So I'm just going to do that real quick. Make sure to be careful when you're placing the little objects. If you're like holding down and dragging, you can sometimes do what I just did. So there. And that's control fixed now. Alright, now that we have the little the basic ventilation system set up, as you can tell, I have all the north walls in specific areas, all the corners and stuff all set up. Now we're going to go over how this ladder thing works that I set up. So basically, if you want to have let's go to the ground. If you want to have a ladder that goes into the vents, you have to have one ladder up arrow. You need to have one ladder up in this spot. Then in the spot right above it in the vents, you need to have a ladder down, so you can get up and down into the vents with the same ladder. And I recommend having a little bit of space for that spot too. So next thing I'm going to start adding are the vent slats, which you can have set up, which prevents the player from entering specific parts of vents without just clearing them. So we're going to have one here by the ladder. And what else? We'll have... Well, actually, let's expand these vents to go into other areas, like some useful areas like the wood and metal shop. So we'll have that there. We will place a vent right there. Place this here, and this here. Do the north wall. That east wall, then we do the west wall, and we have the little bottom area, and then we add the vents. One here and here. So there, now these little areas are slided off, so we'll have an extra slide right here, so you have more work in order to get to the mail room. And that's pretty much it for the vents. You can add more vents down here until storage area or salt air or any other room, but that's pretty much it for vents. You don't have to do any like zones work for the vents. That is pretty much it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.